Each dinosaur group you see in the park has a socially accepted leader. For some species, this leader is recognized as the group's alpha, but it may find itself being challenged regularly to retain its status. When Carcharodontosaurus originally roamed the Earth during the mid-Cretaceous, its African environment was warm and humid, a landscape enriched by lush rainforests and plains. The most defining feature of the Proceratosaurus is its brightly colored nasal crest, and the discovery of this attractive appendage has led to much discussion and deliberation between paleontologists. You may well witness dinosaurs attempting to establish dominance while you are on this tour. While it can be worrying and distressing to witness, these standoffs are vitally important to the way these animals select an alpha. Despite possessing a great degree of speed and agility, Herrerasaurus is considered to be a rather primitive predator and was unlikely to have topped the food chain of Triassic Argentina. Albertosaurus has around 80 large, serrated teeth, perfectly shaped for puncturing flesh and bone. Like many tyrannosaurids, the Albertosaurus bears little horn-like ornaments on its skull. The most dominant dinosaur in a group is recognized as the leader. However, not all changes in leadership are the result of conflict. Some of the more social dinosaur species achieve the dominant status through intimidation alone. While many dinosaurs tower above us and others scamper below, the scaly Tyrannosaurus stands eye to eye with us humans. But hopefully, this is not the situation you will find yourself in. Deinonychus is a highly skilled hunter from the early Cretaceous period. With a small, sleek body, a bird-like spine, and raptorial claws on its feet, Deinonychus is an extremely agile predator. The threatening theropod Ceratosaurus once thrived as a multi-continental species, but in North America, it would have competed for prominence against the awe-inspiring apex predator Allosaurus. The name Ceratosaurus means horned lizard, referring to the ridge-like horn on its snout. Its deep jaws contain serrated dagger-like teeth, many of which can grow up to 17 centimeters in length. One of the earliest carnivores, we now know Dilophosaurus is actually poisonous, spitting its venom at its prey, causing blindness and eventually paralysis, allowing the carnivore to eat at its leisure. This makes Dilophosaurus a beautiful but deadly addition to the park. The gyroscopic technology will keep you upright at all times, so you've got nothing to worry about. The threatening theropod Ceratosaurus once thrived as a multi-continental species, but in North America, it would have competed for prominence against the awe-inspiring apex predator Allosaurus. Although our gyroscopic technology greatly minimizes the impact of turbulent terrain, it is still important that you keep your seat belts fastened at all times. Despite its size, Carnotaurus is a surprisingly pacey predator, with its lighter body weight and muscular legs helping it to reach impressive speeds as it resolutely pursues its ill-fated prey. Deinonychus is a close relative of the deadly velociraptor. Like modern-day birds of prey, Deinonychus will often leap onto its target, pinning it down with its sharp, curved claws. The gyrosphere is an amazing machine, made possible by science. Your safety is our main concern, which is why you're behind our invisible barrier system. Deinonychus is a highly skilled hunter from the early Cretaceous period. With a small, sleek body, a bird-like spine, and raptorial claws on its feet, Deinonychus is an extremely agile predator. Our Dilophosaurs are best known for their variegated neck frills, which fan outwards in a mesmerizing display of color as they prepare to attack. Severe storms do occasionally pass through this park and can inflict substantial damage upon our buildings and facilities. Please do remain vigilant during such conditions and be cautious of any flying debris while the strong wind conditions are active. These pack-hunting predators are agile and intellectual carnivores. Dangerous alone and truly deadly in groups, velociraptors can outpace and outwit almost any victim they cast their eyes upon. We try to make your visit to the park as safe and memorable as possible. However, strong storms have been known to occur here, so we have measures in place to protect our guests in what could prove to be dangerous and unnerving conditions. For added protection, each vehicle is surrounded by aluminum oxynitride glass, so tough it can stop a .50 caliber bullet. Our animals do tend to become quite agitated when a large storm or tornado occurs, which may be worrying or distressing for some guests. Please try not to worry. Our park teams will be on hand to deal with any animals exhibiting signs of distress. Although this bulky hadrosaur was widely distributed across western North America, Edmontosaurus was first discovered in southern Alberta, Canada, and named after the province's capital city, Edmonton. When faced with the threat of an almighty Allosaurus during the late Jurassic, Stegosaurus would have protected itself with swift and powerful swings of the spiked thagomizer at the end of its tail. Gyroscopic technology greatly minimizes the impact of turbulent terrain, it is still important that you keep your seatbelts fastened at all times. gyrosphere is an amazing machine, made possible by science. Your safety is our main concern, which is why you're behind our invisible barrier system. The park's ranger teams play a crucial role in ensuring that our prehistoric animals are well cared for and their enclosures well maintained all year round. We try to make your visit to the park as safe and memorable as possible. However, strong storms have been known to occur here, so we have measures in place to protect our guests in what could prove to be dangerous and unnerving conditions. Ankylosaurus's thick armor consists of large knobs and oval bone plates that form within the skin. In fact, we still see this today, typically in animals such as crocodiles, armadillos, and lizards. Stegosaurus is one of the world's best-known dinosaurs. This Jurassic herbivore possesses 2 rows of upright plates running from its neck all along its back and down towards a spiked tail. With a rotund, heavily armored body and a lethal tail club, this hardy ornithischian is well equipped to fend off any threat. A strong sense of smell also allows it to quickly detect the presence of predators. The name Albertosaurus was given to this formidable carnivore after it was discovered in the freshly established Canadian province of Alberta, which was also named in the year 1905. Severe storms do occasionally pass through this park and can inflict substantial damage upon our buildings and facilities. Please do remain vigilant during such conditions and be cautious of any flying debris while the strong wind conditions are active. With the aid of their all-terrain 4x4 vehicles, the ranger teams are able to cover the vast majority of the park's height. These hardy vehicles deal superbly with rugged terrain, shallow water bodies, and dense foliage. Although dinosaurs will attempt to claim an area as their own relatively quickly, you may see some of them venturing out cautiously as they look to expand their territory. This can escalate rapidly and occasionally require intervention from our park teams. Our animals do tend to become quite agitated when a large